Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's Simply Felicity. It's great to be here with you all. I just wanted to take a second right before I begin the show and thank you all so much for your support. If you haven't heard, anyone in my Simply Felicity audience, I have released my new book, Thought Garden, a 30-day devotional, released it on Friday, and you all that knew about it were able to help make it a #1 new release in the categories of Christian poetry and religious short reads. So thank you so much for that. Thank you for your support. And if you haven't gotten it, it is still half off right now. Go to Amazon.com and you can buy your copy of Thought Garden. So just wanted to say thank you guys so much for your support and would love to have you grab that along with me. As I've started yesterday, I started the Bible study on that, and that's on YouTube as well. You can just see the different entries. Well, today, I know a couple weeks ago I had mentioned that I've been so blessed to have some various guests reach out to me. And our guest today was someone who did that, and she is really esteemed and really acclaimed. Her film, Hannah's Dream, has received over 18 accolades, and one of them was with the CIFF Festival in Canada. It's very, very cool. I saw on her website how she was presented the award from the creator of The Chosen, which I love so much. So that was pretty exciting. So I want to welcome to Simply Felicity, Hannah Ratnam. Did I say that correctly?
Yes.
Excellent. Hannah, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting. Honored to be here.
Wow. I see your wall behind you. Are those your 18 awards there?
Yeah, they are 18, but another 3 just came in and I have not announced. So you are the second person who got the information.
Wow. Wow. What were the most recent ones?
They are all for Hannah's Dream. 2 are for Hannah's Dream, and there is another script which we wrote. It's called Courageous, a true story of Hannah. So that also is nominated, and one is honorable.
Wow.
Award.
Absolutely incredible. How long have you been making films?
To be honest with you, I have no idea about films. I've never made any film. This is the script, actually. Hannah's Dream is one of the dream which God gave me in 2013. Okay. And we just, I would say more prayer, more fasting, more spending time with God. And then that time, I had no clue that this dream will go this far and this much. I had no clue. So it is still a script. We are willing to make the movie, and we are looking for producers, director, anybody who's interested to make Hannah's Dream. Please join us.
That's fantastic. And so is Courageous a second script about this dream?
No. Courageous is a separate story. It's a story of my life, which is focused on women, widow women, young girls, preteens, teens, youth. And in that, how I'm trying to explain my Canadian daughter who does not understand the benefit of going to school, having luxuries in Canada, having the benefit of 2 parents, 2 cars, no school fee, and she's still complaining all the time. I don't like this, I don't like that, this is this, da, da, da. So the story starts like that. And then I am taking her back home and telling her, see how hard it is there where a single mother cannot survive. There is no government support, there is no family, there is no benefits, there's nothing. So you either work hard and study or you don't study. You don't have choices. And
Wow.
that's on my MBA. I did my MBA on my own with full-time work and full-time study. So that's the story. The struggle of getting education in Pakistan, that's another point there.
Okay, I was just going to ask, where exactly is home? Wow. What a powerful message, and certainly relevant to today. I think
Yeah.
we definitely deal with a lot of entitlement today in this country. And it's, you know, it's kind of a catch-22. It's because this country is so blessed that people deal with that entitlement. However, an entitlement attitude will not keep this country blessed. And I think that that is important for people to understand. We won't continue to thrive in everything that we have been doing if we maintain that attitude. So boy, I can't think of any more important story to tell. Tell me, Miss Hannah of Hannah's Dream, about this dream. I am pretty excited to find out, like, what was the dream? When did this happen? How did it happen?
So it begins actually when I was the age of 9. I always had dreams, but nobody knew except my mother that God talks to me. And whenever I have a dream, it happens. So she knew most of my dreams and she knew most of the spiritual stuff which God was doing in my life. And, you know, teenagers, they don't take care of reading Bible, going to church. It's just like not their business at that age. So I was like that same. And then my mother always told me, God has a very big purpose for you. Come back, come back. And I said, yeah, I will. One day I will talk to this all later. So anyhow, this went on and on. My dreams never stopped. By God's grace, still today I get dreams. And then I moved to Canada. First, I was in Pakistan. I did my MBA with the courageous story. And then from Dubai, I got married to an Indian Christian man in church. And then we moved here because of the crisis happening in Dubai. So I'm Pakistani. My husband is Indian. My daughter is Arab born. So it's a very confusing situation with our life. And I start praying and I say, Lord, I need to get out of this place and I'm not going back to Pakistan for sure. So somehow this is another story we'll share another time.
Okay.
I came to Canada with family and my mom passed away. So when my mom passed away, I was like broken completely. And I said, now who's going to pray for me and how am I going to get all that good stuff and who's going to support me? Because my mother was very, very spiritual woman. And whenever she asked anything, it happens. So that was very important for me. Then I said, oh my God, now how am I going to get all that stuff? So I was worried about my stuff, not anything else.
Oh my goodness.
Who's going to pray for me? And I need this and I need that. And I started praying myself. And I said, Lord, what did you give her? What was that thing you gave her? I need that.
Wow.
Can you please tell me what was that? Because anytime she just say it and it happens right away. So I said, Lord, I need that thing no matter what it is. I don't know what was that, but now I need that. So I was like fighting. Literally, I was like I was determined to have it no matter what it is. I was searching, reading Bible, praying, going to church. My life was changed, completely changed after my mom's death.
Wow.
And then I said, one day pastor was talking about if you need to open the heaven's doors and windows, you need to have baptism of Holy Spirit. And I said, oh, this is the key. I need this key. Where is this now? So I start finding, where is this key? I need this. And I just came home and I start praying and I said, Lord, where is this key? Please give me this key. I need it. And I was not thinking of Holy Spirit, I was thinking of the key at that time again.
Right.
You know, as a mind, human thinking.
He knows our thoughts, doesn't he?
Anyhow, I just prayed and prayed, and I said, I'm not going to let you go until you give me whatever you gave it to my mother, and I need that. And I was very pushy, and I was very like sitting in the prayer. I said, no, I'm not leaving you. You give it to me, or I'm not going away.
Wow, I love this persistence.
So those days were like crazy praying in my life, happening nonstop. And I left everything behind, no TV, no phones, no fun, no meeting people. My life was only in the prayer 24/7.
Wow.
And I said, I don't know what is going on because I lost my mother. I lost everything and I don't know where to go now. Now you tell me, what do I do? And then when I left Pakistan, I promised myself I'm not going back anymore to Pakistan. I will never go back. I hate Pakistan and I'm never ever going to talk about Pakistan to anybody.
Wow.
So that's why I also married to an Indian because I don't want to be a Pakistani and going back to Pakistan.
Wow.
I was in my home in Canada. I'm in Vancouver now. And I had another dream. This dream changed my whole life. I saw a white colored church full of congregation, especially women and children. And they are having very beautiful church prayer meeting going on, something like a Christmas event happening, very beautifully decorated and wearing good clothes and things. And I'm there, I'm watching, I'm in the meeting. And I saw and I heard two men trying to jump over the wall and get into the church and trying to blast the church. And I saw in their hand big guns, very big guns, and they're holding it like as if they're just very angry and frustrated to kill everybody.
Wow.
So then I just told the guard and everybody, close the doors. I was shouting and I said, don't open the doors. They are here. They're going to kill you. And one of them, he jumped over the wall and he suicided himself. So that I'm still there in the dream. Okay. And I could see the bodies, I could see a cry and all that misery, ambulance, police, stretchers, people helping, body was shattered everywhere. Body parts were like everywhere, the blood, oh my God, that was the most scary dream of my life.
Wow.
And I could not help anybody. I don't know where to go and what to do. And then there was a small girl at that time, I'm talking about 19 September 2013 of the dream day. There's a young girl, I think maybe age of 6 or 8 years old, something like that. And she's telling me, please help me. Please come and help me. And she's crying. So I hold her finger and we went in the church and there's a room. I don't know what room is that. And I just locked myself with her, but I can see in the peephole everything, what's going on. So that was more painful for me because I cannot find her mother or parents or whoever they are. I'm not able to help these people. Sometimes I'm in the church, sometimes I'm in the hospital, sometimes I'm with the people. So it was very, I don't know how to explain. It's very difficult dream for me. So I got up right away and it was like 4 o'clock, 4:30. And I told my husband, I said, I think this is happening or will happen in Pakistan because I could see their clothes and I could see their faces and I did see the church and I know it's like my own country, my own people. And then that was so much pain at that time. And I said, Lord, I don't know what to do. I have no ways and I don't know what to do with these people, especially with children. And I don't know how they're suffering or where they are. And I just prayed and I just prayed and prayed. And I said, Lord, I'm so sorry. You gave me this dream and you know I don't want to go back. And you know me very well too. And I was very sad, very, very sad for almost 3-4 days. It was as if something has happened in my soul, in my house, in me. Something is broken, something is damaged. I was not happy. I was not doing anything good, just crying and crying and crying nonstop. And I said, Lord, I don't know what to do with these people. Where can I go? What do I do now? And then my husband said, let's go out. Let's do something else. And I said, no, I don't feel like doing anything. And anyhow, we went out that day and he took me to a movie theater to watch a movie. And we were there with my daughter. And the scene again came, there was a blast. But that's an Indian movie which we are watching, but I could
Okay.
see the same blast happening in that theater. And I said, oh my Lord, it's happening now. It is now because our morning is their night and their night is my morning. So we have the same
Oh,
like 12 hours difference. So I felt that this is happening now. And I said, Ratnam, no, we have to go home. I cannot sit here. I could not hear this all sounds and it is bothering me too much. Let's go home. We came home, and the very first thing, the TV which we turned on, it was the same news.
it had just happened.
It happened.
Oh, goodness.
And it was 22nd September 2013. After 3 days, this happened.
Mm.
And I was so guilty. I was so guilty. And I said, Lord, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Even today, I pray, please forgive me.
Wow.
Maybe if I would have prayed more, maybe there were some more people with me, we would have done something. Or maybe I was, because God told me and I did not take it seriously. So I was guilty about it. So I repented and I said, from today, I will not let any dream take it so simple or ignore it or just think, oh, it's just a dream. And that day till today, I'm just praying and asking, Lord, please forgive me. And I don't know still what to do with these people. I still don't know what to do. Wow. Because I'm alone and I don't have sources. I don't have resources. I don't know what to do. And I just continue praying for these people. For 5 years, I was praying continuously. And then on the 5th year, I heard a voice, Habakkuk 2:2. And I said, Lord, what is this now? Because I was not too much into reading Bible and meditation and all. So I said, what do I do with this verse? And then I just read the verse and it says, right on a big plate. And people who are far, when they're running, even they can see. So I said, Lord, what plate is this? Which area is this even? I don't know. And I just prayed for 2 years for that verse. And I said, Lord, where is this big place, where a slate, where is this people running? What is happening? I don't know. So when I was praying for this verse, I heard another voice. God said, Christian media. And I said, Lord, what is this now? What do I do with Christian media? Because I don't know anything about film. I don't know about anything where my story is going, how I have to do, what I have to do. So I said, Lord, tell me what to do. And God told me to contact them. I contacted them. And there was a lady who told me that you should go to this place because there are lots of Christian filmmakers who are joining there, and you might find somebody who will take your story. So I said, okay.
What is this in Nashville? Where is this Christian media?
It's a Christian media is a very big film festival, which organizes lots of film festivals. So that time, one of them was happening in Cincinnati, Ohio. Okay. ICVM, International Visual Christian Media. Wow. So I said, okay, I start praying and I said, Lord, if this is your will, please provide money, because I was not working and Angelica was very young. It was very hard to manage home. We were very new to Canada. Survival was very, very hard. I went, somehow God provided everything. I went, I met a lot of people. Everybody there told, write a script. And I said, now what is the script even? I don't know what is script. How do I write? Because my writing is not good and I've never wrote anything. And my English is not good even. I've never studied English. So God gave me this language to talk, but my degree, my qualification is all in Urdu, which is my native language. And I said, Lord, this is too much. I'm getting too much with so many things and I don't know what to do. So I started praying for the script writer. I spoke to so many people around the world, schools, colleges, universities, everywhere. No one was saying, okay, let's do it.
Mm,
And because it's persecution, it's Christianity, and mostly people
right.
here in Canada, they don't like Christian stuff, especially
Okay.
for Pakistan. So none were ready for that. Uh, and I start praying and I said, Lord, where is this person? Where do I go and contact him or her? Where is this person? For 2 years, I continue praying. And then I was very frustrated one day and I said, Lord, if you don't tell me what to do with this script writer now, how am I going to write? You provide, you tell somebody to call me now. I'm not going to go and ask because it's been 2 years. I'm asking everybody.
Right.
And then I heard God's voice, open Facebook.
Huh.
So I'm not technology person at that time. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to do. And I
So
said, okay.
specific. That's amazing. God said open Facebook. I love it. Okay.
I'm not a technology person, so it is very complicated for me to do any tech or new things. You know, I told you I don't know how to do.
Yes, yes, yes. That's why we're on Zoom today, but it's okay. It's working and we're on live. So, okay. So you got on Facebook somehow.
Oh, it was so complicated to open Facebook. Somehow I
Wow.
got help with my husband and some other people. They opened for me. I didn't open myself. They opened for me. And then the very first thing I wrote on that first day, I said, I'm looking for a script writer who can write a true story, true event, and it's about persecution of Pakistani Christians. So the message was very straight, very specific.
Okay.
And right away, I got a reply. No minute, no second. And this
Wow.
person, she says, I'm ready. And I said, I have not even told her my story. And she's saying she's ready. And I said, okay, let's talk. Let's do it. And
Wow.
then she called, her name is Shelly Pino. She's in USA and she's a beautiful woman, beautiful soul. And she told me, I've been praying for 2 years that I need to serve God now and I need to write stories for his glory.
What?
So here I'm praying for 2 years and here she's praying for 2 years and we both got connected with Facebook.
Amazing. Amazing. I
I said,
love
okay.
that. Is she the one who accepted the award for Courageous? Okay. Okay. Because I was like, who is this woman?
Because
Okay.
I cannot go to USA because of COVID and travel
Right. Yeah.
problems, so much. So I told Shelly, please go take it. I
Yeah.
give you this honor.
Yes. Oh, wow.
So we're a team. We're a good team. I have no worries about anything like that.
That
So
is awesome.
finally, we start talking for 6 months back and forth. We did communication, and then Hannah's dream was written. So the
Wow.
story, everything what happened in the dream, before the dream, and my culture, we mixed it up, everything. It's a very unique story, a very different story. You might have heard lots of movie stories, but if you read the story or the script, you will be shocked. It is
Mm,
so amazingly done, and she's beautifully written. She has
wow.
also beautiful heart for that. She was very touched with the story. We did, and then the very first time when the script was ready, and then I said, Lord, now what next I have to do? I don't know what
Right.
to do with the script now because script is ready. And then somebody, I don't remember who told me this, to submit on the film festivals.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, oh, okay, what is this now? Oh, it was such a big thing to open film free way and putting all the stuff and putting all this story. And oh, it was so much work for me. And I said, oh my Lord, this is too much to learn again, technology. Anyhow, I opened that page and I submitted Hannah's Dream.
Wow.
CIFF, the first place where we submitted, they loved it, they nominated, they selected, and the first award for the year was Hannah's Dream.
Wow.
And that's the 19th September 2020. Same date, same month.
Right.
Oh.
Oh
And it
my
is just the 7 year
different.
altogether.
So
So
7 years.
7 years. So that was my award, actual award from God, that God gave me honor the same day, same month. After 7 years of struggling, praying, asking people, just meditating and just doing what God told me. So that award is so important in my life. And thank you, Jason. Thank you, CIFF, to giving me that honor. And Shelly, thank you so much. And that's how the life started. And then I just thought, okay, this is good place, let's do it, let's add more places. And I put it on 68 film festivals till now.
Wow. That's incredible. And like we said, about 20 of them have recognized it at this point. So
Yeah.
it surely is from God. That is just, there are so many lessons in your story up to this point, and even until now, the perseverance, you know, the long suffering, the sticking with something, the getting out of your comfort zone over and over again. And these are things that I'm, certainly have been experiencing in my life. And I feel a real connection to you. I definitely do, praying for something for so long. And then even like you said, the story, my book I was talking about earlier, it's pretty unique. It's not like any other devotional. And that's what God does, isn't it? Like he wants to change industries. He wants to change formats. He's wanting to do church differently. He's wanting to do a lot of things differently if we'll allow him to. So
Mm.
I just feel so excited for you. I know what you're doing is from the Lord, and because that's how he does it. And I really believe strongly that when this film comes out, it's going to be at a moment in history where it's really needed.
Yeah.
It's really needed and going to be, open and going to be received by the people. So shoot, you've got me on your prayer team now. I will be praying in agreement with you that this film gets made
Please.
by the right people at the exact right time. It's released. And I mean, God has shown you your steps are ordered. He is going to get these things done, but he knows. I guess from the beginning of your story, when you talked about the prayer and how you would not let God go until he
Even till
until he
today,
showed
I
you
said,
an
this
answer.
is your story, not mine. I don't know what to do
Amen.
next because I don't know anything. I have no background. I've never studied film industry. I don't know how to write. I don't know how to, I don't know nothing.
You're the second script writer I've talked to like that. And the thing about it is that if you were a script writer, you would just go and do what you know to do. But since you're not, you do exactly what God tells you, because
Yeah.
otherwise you don't know what to, you wouldn't
Because
know.
I just learned in this all time. I was learning from people. I listen. I'm a very good student also. I listen very carefully and I don't argue or say, oh no, I don't want to do this or this is my way. No, I'm not like that. And I just want to be obedient to God first.
So
And if
good.
God is bringing me somebody like you, like Shelly and many others, I want to learn because this is something so big and so important for me to understand first and then do it. And if it's God's will, I will do it. I'm ready to do it. If people are there to help me, I'm ready to work on that.
Wow. Uh, just so encouraging. My whole reason for doing this show is to encourage people to live their dreams. But the reason I like to talk to real life people is because it lets you know that it tends to be a journey. So are you willing to commit your life? Even
Mm.
when we say we give our lives to Jesus, but our lives to Jesus is every day over
Yeah.
years and years and years. Maybe sometimes, some days you don't hear anything and you feel you really need it. You're still not hearing anything, but you stay committed. You stay with God.
Mm.
Wow. I mean, That's the real life making of a dream.
And it's not easy, to be honest with you. It's
Right.
not easy. I have faced so many challenges. Many people were against. Many people said, oh, you don't know this, you don't know that. They're discouraged. They just, like kind of start hating stuff, what I'm doing. They make me feel that I'm doing something wrong. And I said, no, I'm not doing anything wrong because my God is with me. And when I got this first award, because those all people, they were not happy with it. When they saw that first award, they said,
Wow.
oh, so people are recognizing now. It's not me, I'm telling people recognize me. Now God is telling them, showing them something which I never thought that I will do it even. I had not planned, or like some people plan, I'll do this, I'll do that. This is my idea, this is my wish. No, I had nothing to do in this story.
And Psalm 23 says that he sets a table before you in the presence of your enemies. That wasn't what you were looking for. You weren't looking to say, haha, but that's what Psalm 23 says is going to happen. If someone sets themselves up against you as an enemy, they are putting themselves in a position to have to recognize what God has done for you. So that, no one can argue with everything on the wall there. It's really, really incredible. I'm sure that has been quite a testimony to your husband and your daughter, watching
Yeah.
you walk this out for all these years. What do they say about all this?
Angelica was very young when this all started. She was
Yeah.
2.5 years old, or maybe, yeah, she was very young when we moved. And this happened in 2013. We moved in 2009. So it was for her, it is very strange what's happening. She sometimes say, oh, mom, don't write the book. Don't write this. Don't put things on the Facebook. Now she says she's teen and she feels a little embarrassed. I said,
Sure, sure.
no, I'm not ashamed of God, and you should not be ashamed of God. God brought you to this place. So she's learning.
Mm-hmm.
It's very new for her. I would say new for my whole family. No one had this thing in entire family.
Wow.
Maybe even my church, even my Asian church. I'm the first Christian Pakistani woman who's doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's even for my community, my country, it's very shocking. What is she doing? What is she trying to do even? Nobody understands it. I don't know what am I doing even.
You're like, I can't explain it. Go pray. I don't know what I'm doing. Just doing what
I don't
God
know
says.
sometimes what am I doing? I said, just do what I'm doing. Just follow, just go with me and we'll see what happens.
Oh, I love it. That's exactly what God says to us, isn't it? Come with me and we'll see what happens. He has a good plan. Wow. This is just very exciting, very encouraging. I hope you guys are encouraged. I hope you're blessed. If you have been persevering with God on something, people, coaches, you can see advertisements, they say that things can happen like that. And some things do happen like that, and some things don't. And just because something's taking a long time doesn't mean it's not the will of God. It does not mean that. You're not going to know from it taking a long time. You're not going to know from it taking a short time. The only way you're going to know the will of God is to know God. You know God, you learn his voice, then you'll know if what you're doing is from God. That is the only way. You're not going to know if people like it. You're not going to know if people approve. You're not going to know because people don't approve. All of the outside things is not going to tell you whether it's God. It's not going to tell you. But once you become convinced and and you persevere and you don't give up, you will have signs. As the Bible says, signs and wonders follow you. Follow you. So you're going to have a whole wall. You're going to have a whole wall of accolades, you'll have things like that to say, yes, that was God. That was God. But you won't know before. You won't know until you know God, and then you decide, okay, that was God. I'm going to follow, I'm going to stand. So Hannah, thank you for reaching out and for sharing this example of what you're doing. And I really pray that someone watching may be another piece in the puzzle to help move this forward. I know my piece of the puzzle, I am never going to forget this. I will be praying about Hannah's dream. And I'm just going to see myself sitting in a theater watching Hannah's dream, watching Courageous, and everything else that God brings through you, because God wants to change the entertainment industry. And
Mm,
a lot of times, Christian films have not been the best. They're not necessarily the films that everyone wants to see. You only have a handful of films like that. So God wants to do unique things, I'm telling you guys. And that's
mm,
one more thing I want to encourage you guys about. If God has given you something unique to do and you're like, nobody's doing that. How do I do that? That's weird. Nobody does that. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that is one way. That probably is God. That probably is, because he doesn't think like anybody here, but we know that our culture needs a change, a
yeah,
big change. And so how is he going to do it if he doesn't do different stuff? So if you're a pioneer like that, let Hannah be an example for you of
thank
the
you.
journey that you may need to take, but know that you can do it. And yes, there's a reward. He rewards those who diligently seek him. So I pray you're encouraged today. Hannah, thank you, thank you, thank you for sharing this. It's
Thank
incredible.
you. Thank you so
Such a
much. Thank you
blessing.
for inviting.
Go to Hannah Ratnam. You see her name right there on the screen, hannahratnam.com. And you can see when she won the awards. And I believe you have a sign up for mailing list if they want to keep in
Yes.
touch with, okay,
Subscribe. Yeah.
subscribe to
Yeah.
the latest of what you're doing. I actually have to go back and make sure I do that, because I want to know the latest of what's going on with this fantastic story. So thank you guys so much for joining me, and we will see you next week. Be blessed. Let this story encourage you throughout your week, and do what God's telling you to do. Be blessed,
Thank
Hannah.
you.
Thank you. Pleasure
You
to meet
too.
you.
Bye.